something about what is this girlfriend's allowance, right, on social media, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think due to that, then a lot of people just trying to come and giving their ideas, their opinions regarding this, and obviously, like some of them are for and some of them are against this idea, and it seems like new, but I don't think it's new. It's like it was just the context in which it was said seems to make it new, but obviously it is not new. Okay, maybe you guys, because you also understand, I feel like you have a common understanding of this, right? Yeah, but maybe can you just simply tell what girlfriend's allowance is?
So basically, to how I understand it, I feel like girlfriend allowance is, um, it's an allowance that girls or guys think, no, that guys think should give to girlfriends or something like that.
So meaning like girls. Okay, now which girls exactly? I mean, is it applies to all girls or maybe like some?
I don't know. I think it depends on individuals or something. I don't know.
But
What do you think?
what do you think?
It's a thing of whoever wants to give their allowance, can they afford it? Come
But
on.
is it really an allowance? Does it have to be called an allowance?
The reason it's probably called an allowance is because it's people have tend to make it a monthly thing to say every month my boyfriend needs to send me 2K. I'm just giving an example. Every month I need to get a 2K. That's why it's probably called an allowance.
But I guess it wasn't supposed to be like that because sometimes because for me when it sounds like an allowance, then this make it more something mandatory and something. It sounds like a privilege. Obviously, want to know, then you have to give as long as you are dating. Then, oh, how is that? That's how it sounds for me. What about you guys?
But then let's not miscontextualize everything, because whoever gives must have come to an agreement to say, look, I'm fine with it. Look, if my salary is 50K, giving 5K per month to someone I claim to love, it's not gonna hurt.
But is it a must that you should give per month that certain amount though? Like,
I feel like a lot of people put it in that way. Let's say maybe there's a fixed amount, but it varies like with people, yeah. But also like one thing, because I feel like maybe there should be some conditions. Because now this thing, the whole girlfriend's allowance thing, it is not something bad. I mean, as far as people are trying to say, or what do you think? Because obviously, I feel like it's part of nature or something. I don't know how to put it, but as a man, you should be taking care of your woman. That's why, isn't it? So, but I think the context in which they are speaking, it's quite wrong to say it's an allowance, because in that case, it sounds more as something compulsory and something fixed, whether you want or not. As long as you are dating, then obviously you should be offering some allowance to your girlfriend.
I think this allowance thing was supposed to have limits, to say, look, this allowance is supposed to be for the working class people, for the whatever. Because someone that's in high school claim, I also need allowance. Okay, I also need allowance. And we are not supposed to. Okay, like I said earlier, it's something that we're supposed to have agreed on.
Yeah.
And me as a guy, I'm supposed to be like, look, financially I'm capable of doing it.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to say if my girlfriend is getting let's say 15K per month, then I'm just getting like 10K or let's say 5K. Do I still need to give? Is that making sense? Like, because we are saying it's more of caring. Like, how? Because it's like I'm not caring for myself, but just caring for the other person. That's how it sounds to me. Yeah, and also one thing is that I think we need to. It's mostly for those guys that are working. Yeah, let's say if you are dating somebody who is working, then I think it applies there, but not to us who are just
students.
yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, that's just what he mentioned before.
Right.
Or something.
Okay. And what about
Is it everyone that's working? Is it the one that's gonna afford?
And that are capable
Oh,
of
yeah,
giving.
yeah. You can also put it in that
What
way.
if I'm working but I'm not capable to give? Maybe I have so many responsibilities around myself that I have to attend to.
Because now the thing is, we have made a relationship. Because this is a question I have.
Yeah.
Okay, am I paying for the love I
Yes,
get? That's the
please.
question. Am
That
I
is the
paying for
thing.
the
Because
love
it's more
that
of
I'm
paying
getting?
love.
Yeah, I think the whole concept of allowance, the girlfriend allowance, is just wrong, because it's something that you decide within yourself whether you really want to give or not. If you are willing, you are willing. If you are not willing, then you're not willing. But the whole allowance thing, it's like a must. Like, you should give to your girlfriend.
That's
And
how it
can
sounds.
girlfriends also give to their boyfriends?
Yeah.
Like,
That is a thing. That is a thing. Cause okay, basically, the girlfriends and the boyfriend relationship, it's all about dating, right? And it's okay. A relationship is built on love, not on money.
yes.
So what actually happened is that I feel like okay,
But
they
money
do.
should be
They
Money
do-
should be involved, please.
Yeah, money should be involved, but it comes to like, okay, they are calling it a girlfriend's allowance, and there is nothing like a boyfriend's allowance. That is a problem, because as people in a relationship, that you're supposed to be taking care of each other, and
Yeah,
it can't like.
but I feel
Mm.
like by nature, somehow by
Mm.
nature, you guys as guys, I feel like you guys are providers, so you have to give
This
as
is-
providers.
This is where it all came from. It's the Bible. Guys apparently are supposed to provide.
You guys are
And that's why
providers.
you do not have a term like boyfriend allowance, you have a term like girlfriend allowance. But look, let's do this, okay? Let's go out this month.
Yeah,
Okay, next month, I don't know, you take me out.
absolutely, because it's more of taking, let's say, making favor for each other, and but like in my case, I feel like because it is love and it includes two people, so it's all about taking care of each other. So I was like, then it shouldn't be called a girlfriend's allowance, but to put it in such a way that it must be maybe a dating allowance. And I mean to say,
But should we have an allowance in
Yes,
a relationship?
that's-
though? Is
that's
it
the
a must
question
that
before
it
we
should be
even go.
there?
I think no, this is something that is already there. Because now, okay, one thing that we cannot ignore is this, like in the world that we live, everything costs money and all that, right? So giving money is not a problem, but the thing is that why only are men that are entitled to this role? Why not women?
You're not entitled
Mm.
to give money,
Mhm.
okay? The person you're dating,
Yeah.
firstly, they are smart. That's why they're making you give. That's why they're making you give money per month. Okay, they are smart. And secondly, they want to survive. And through who?
Super
Through
nice.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, through me. But okay, as you said earlier, I feel like this must be on condition, because as a guy, if I don't get paid good, but I get paid like more than I do, then like she must obviously take care of me most,
And this is why
isn't it?
there's a saying, date your class.
How?
Okay,
Yeah.
date
Can we
your
hear
class,
that?
please. Date your class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So obviously, for you as a guy, you would not want to date somebody who is earning more or bringing more to the table than you
Yes.
are, because I feel like guys got that pride. Kucha, no, my girl cannot,
Are you
be
guys
above
serious?
me or something.
No, but no. I feel like you can, because
Yeah,
I know
you
there are
can
some of
be,
the guys
but you
who
guys
are.
got that thing in you, like that pride or something. I don't know
Yeah,
what you call it.
we have
but
that
yeah.
pride. We have that pride, but like I think it depends on the situation as far as the economy that we are living in. Because as a guy, if you hold off somebody, let's say a girl who is getting more paid and all that, then obviously you cannot run away from hey, just because you don't have money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why for me I feel like maybe if we were to call it a dating allowance, maybe it can make sense to say if you're a girl and you're
This is
getting more paid, then
why do
Provide
you
for a
want
guy.
to
Whole
include
allowance
the
thing.
term allowance in the
Allowance.
relationship?
that is a thing.
It's a
Just take
relationship.
it-
What is the relationship based on? Is it on allowance or?
Yeah, because now
It is a
it's
so-called
becoming a
love.
thing of once we're in a relationship, allowance needs to be there. It's like love is a requirement to be in a relationship, but then we also want to include allowance,
into
Yeah.
the relationship.
which is not right.
Then that's a problem already on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, because love is, dating is about love. And money is just something there, but not really compulsory. It wasn't supposed
It's
to be.
not, but
Guys,
it needs to be
look
there.
we are saying
Whatever
allowance
is-
is bad, but what we are not saying.
Mhm.
That money should not be
Yes.
involved in the relationship. No, for you as a guy, you can still give your girlfriend if you have or if you are willing to give, but it doesn't need or doesn't have to be an allowance
Because
in the
now
relationship.
there are people that are going to miscontextualize this and
Mhm.
not even take out the girlfriends,
Mhm.
spoil the girlfriends like they used to be,
Mhm.
like they used to do. Why? Because
I'm giving the 2K there.
yeah, because no, it's an
So-called
allowance.
allowance.
Yeah. So you guys believe that money has to be there, obviously, in a
Yeah,
relationship.
it needs to be there.
It's not
You need
even
to
a
spoil
relationship
each
thing.
other.
Money is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Absolutely, money is everywhere. But now, as people in a relationship, then because as I said, like it's more of caring, right? And caring comes in a lot of forms, and money is one of the ways. So we must not call it an allowance.
No, according no.
Mm.
For me, it's a no.
It's a
The
no.
moment you start using the term allowance,
Allowance.
you make it mandatory or you make it compulsory. And when
Yeah.
you start making it compulsory, what if I had a job that paid me 50K and I lost that job?
There is a
Where am I supposed to get the 5K to
Then
give
what?
you again? And
Then
then
do
what?
we break up?
Do we
or-
break up because I cannot afford you anymore?
I was just getting
Or
there.
is the guy buying you?
It's more of like
Do I pay lobola when I want to marry you, or is the lobola already paid?
yeah, because not
Yeah.
yet marriage, but how can I just be entitled to that
Plus,
role?
that relationship is not even guaranteed that it's gonna last.
That is the thing, because like nowadays,
You're
you know,
donating money.
like we start dating when you're so young, and while you are know that yes, so far you have a long way to go. I mean, the person who you are with is not gonna be the same person that you're gonna marry, but you still like. I mean, it's all better to make this one is compulsory and all that. Okay, but what do you think sadly happened? Because we have different perceptions. There are those girls who really believe this idea that it must be an allowance from a guy as long as I'm in a relationship. What do you think about them? Because are they wrong?
Okay, what do they bring to the relationship?
Mhm.
They are getting allowance. What do they bring to the relationship? Since you get allowance, what do you bring to the relationship? Because there's a term I don't want to use because people are going to misinterpretalize me. But then when you have the mindset of I only date people that are able to give me allowance, then because you're being paid.
Because
for being
obviously,
in a
if you are
relationship.
dating
Yeah.
for an allowance, you would not want to date somebody that is not working or somebody that is
Exactly.
not earning anything.
Absolutely. Meaning like it's no more like love, but
Loves just
it's
the
like
allowance.
it's like
or-
trading.
It's your
Yeah.
job.
It's a
It
job.
becomes a
It's more
job to
like a
you.
job.
You make a living out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meaning it's like people with such mindsets.
And they'll be targeting guys that are earning.
Absolutely,
more
absolutely.
high.
Yeah, but because I also feel like I wanted to ask if you believe this, like for those one who believe that men should be providing an allowance for girls, so is the relationship gonna end if that man will be no more like able to provide or not? So that was one of my questions.
Now, I think that will be the answer from the people.
Yeah,
that are
yeah, it also
supporting
depends. Yeah, it
the
also
whole
depends,
allowance
yeah.
thing, yes.
Because it's funny, but if it's gonna end, then was that a real relationship like that was built on love or just the love of money?
I would say love of money.
Yeah, that's how it sounds. Because obviously,
But look
it's-
here, guys, if there are people out there that give allowance, we are not saying stop giving your allowance. You're probably giving because
yeah,
you're financially
Stay.
capable
yeah.
of doing it. Okay, so continue doing it. But then the question is, why?
But are they giving an allowance or are they
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
because they can?
Yeah, that's another.
I think the term allowance is what is
That is a
this
problem.
time.
Yeah, that is a main
That's why
problem.
we're saying take the term allowance away, ne? And we don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I feel like if you have to get rid of that term, then obviously, because as I said, like now, this makes it more of an issue than an idea. Because giving money to a girl, like it's something normal, but most of the people raise their opinions regarding this because of this word allowance, as it changes the context. You know what I mean? So okay, maybe one thing that we can look at also here, it's okay. We have mentioned about the conditions. Okay, but let's just talk about okay. As you said, like most of the people who can give allowance. Okay, or let's say this whole term applies to those one who are either working or let's say capable of giving money. If they are financially stable and all that, then they can do. But obviously, if you're in a relationship but you cannot provide something for a girl, let's say, obviously, let's say not something but just money for her and all other things, like you're a girl, hope you know about what I'm talking about. So would you want to can you live in a relationship whereby you have a broke guy, let's say not that broke, but not every time he can able to provide you with something for your hair and all that?
Well, firstly, is he? Yeah, I can, because I feel like he's not my parent. Before I met him or before I got to know him, I already had people in my life that supported me, that made sure that I was fed, I've dressed up, my things are done, and yeah, so I can.
Okay, but a relationship, as I said earlier, it's all about taking care of each other,
Yeah,
right?
and obviously, it doesn't mean that every day he should have And it doesn't mean that because today he doesn't have, tomorrow he might also not have. There might be a day or two then when he might have, and obviously he might take me out, or he have to, or yeah, it's a kind of have to situation, you know. You need to spoil your girlfriend if you can, yeah. Because I feel like that keeps things going as well. And
But
yeah.
what if you find yourself in a situation where you are dating a guy, okay, he's not that broke, but you financially you are more stable than him. Yeah, will you take care of him like in some cases, or just because he's a
Well,
guy
you
then
did-
supposed to?
in
how
which
did
cases?
how did we end up dating? Because look here, the process of getting to know each other is getting to know each other. How much do you earn? How much do I earn? So we come to an agreement to say, look here, guys, it's not wrong to date for the girl to be earning more, but then because of the society we live in and the mindset society has, society is going to come back and question and say, no, the wife is taking care of you, which is not a wrong thing.
And the guy might not be okay with that as well.
Exactly.
He might go depressed or whatever. I
But
don't
I'm
know.
fine with it, boss.
I feel like I am as you because
I'm fine with
okay,
it.
we take I mean, in most cases like we think of what the society we're gonna say, and like in such a way we tend to lose some of the important things that we're supposed to have in life because you think people will be laughing at you like you're a guy, but your girl is taking care of you. But I think that's how it's supposed to be, isn't it? Because if you don't have something between a relationship, because a relationship is built on love. That's the
It's
first
supposed to
thing.
be 50-50 or 50-50 or 50-40 or 60-40. I don't know.
So if not 50-50 or 60-40, but then you're gonna work away like out of that relationship.
Like I'll walk away.
Because will you feel like entitled to take care of that guy or why?
Will I take care of that guy financially?
Yeah, financially.
Yeah, that is the
And also I feel like, let's not say financially, because sometimes there are a lot of, okay, you cannot directly give money, but you can buy something for the guy.
buy something. No,
I think you
there's,
can
they,
to a
I
certain
can buy
extent.
to I can support him to a certain extent, but not like paying rent for him.
Come on.
You know,
You cannot be expecting your girlfriend to do
pay rent,
everything
give you
for
haircut
you.
money and all that. No,
Okay, but why do you have such expectation when it comes to girls?
because
If a
there's
relationship is just about taking care of each other.
And look here, the same way it's not
Can you close
supposed
that door, please?
the same way it's not supposed to be. The same way it's not supposed to be a thing of
Just continue.
you doing what you buying and doing the same way the girl is not supposed to do all these things, pay your rent, give you haircut money, and all these things continuously. It's supposed to be the same way other way. Look at, if I have a 200 in that month and I don't know, maybe I don't know what to use it. I'm like, go do your hair.
Yeah.
Okay, go do your hair. That's a once off thing, probably once in 2 months.
yeah.
But then we are supposed to be helping each other where I know you cannot. Do you understand? It's
Yeah.
not, no one is entitled to take care of another. We both have parents. Okay,
Yeah.
from grade 1 of when you were
And I
born.
feel like girls try to give that role of parents to their boyfriends or something. Shift it
That is the
over.
thing. That is the thing. Even though like you're not at that age, let's say
I'm
you aren't
sorry that I
gonna.
interrupted you though.
Oh, no, it's
No,
fine.
it's okay. Like you aren't gonna be. Sometimes, okay, you just started dating and all that, but you're expecting more from a person that you just met who has also like his needs.
Yeah.
So you're trying to make him play the role of parents with all that, which is totally bad.
And this
And
is-
in the end of the day, I feel like if you guys, or if people call this an allowance, that it's now a must. I feel like guys will end up neglecting their needs, their parents, or their other responsibilities just to make up for this allowance, girlfriend allowance, or whatever people are calling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We can stop this allowance thing. We can stop this thing of one gender being entitled to pay, to be taking care of the other. If by the beginning of the relationship we sit down and be like, look, this is how things are. All we do is we propose each other. Relationship is off. No talking. The only time we start wanting to talk is when things are turning sour. That's when we
Yeah.
want to talk. But then if we can sit down and be like, look here, guys, this is what we need to do in the relationship. This is what we're expecting. This is how rules go. Okay.
This is what I have.
This is what I have. This is what I can provide. But with hair, guys, I'm one person that's against
hair.
guy giving money for girl to do her hair.
Why though?
No, like
oh, she should look good.
we'll go out, I'll
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah,
But then why should I be the one paying for your hair?
yeah, cause
For a girl
obviously,
to
like
look good.
even like if you were to take care of me, if you were to take care
Who was
of me,
taking care of you?
you
before
would
came?
be okay. You could do something else, but not like for giving me money for my haircut. I could try my best to get that for myself, unless you provide me with something else, but not that.
But haircut money, guys. Look here. Let's understand the difference between haircut money and
Yeah, also, yeah, it's a
And
kind
what?
of concern, that one.
the other side. It's 200, 300. Okay,
Mhm.
that's what it costs to get hair done. This side, the cheapest I can get my hair done is for 30 bucks.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's a huge difference. Some of you spend 30 bucks per day in 5 minutes, done, gone, and that's like someone's haircut.
Yeah, but you know, like sometimes the society blame us. Okay, as long as people know that you are dating who, but the person you are dating, like she doesn't look presentable and all that. The hair is in a mess and all that. Then as a
Yeah, you
guy,
don't look
you're gonna be
good.
blamed for that. Is that really fair?
But then you talk most.
But do they really blame or
I
Do
mean,
they-
okay, okay.
Don't they go to the parents and be like,
parents?
who else, guys? Look at-
Yeah. Okay, cause
yeah, I think
like we are dating. We are not here.
we are not even married or
We are,
something.
guys, we are not even halfway to
marriage,
Yeah.
like we
not
just
even a
started.
quarter.
We just
are
started.
just here, date for 2 years, dump each other, and then we move
We'll
on.
move on again.
Make the same mistake and
Absolutely. But now, one thing I feel like it's so stressing on the guy's side because, okay, let's say you have been dating a person, like a girl for, well, let's say a lady, because we have been saying girls, but this doesn't only apply to girls. Okay, let's say ladies. You've been dating a ladies for, let's say, for, let's say 3 years, you know? And, okay, as you guys, okay, you don't want to say like it's a role, but it sounds more like that. So during those years, you had a role to play, to say you have to take care of your girl, paying money and all that, which is more of an allowance, but yeah, we don't want to use that term. So, but if you break up, is that not really hurtful to say you have spent most of your money in that girl? And I think it's one of the toxicity when it comes to dating.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like that's why most guys end up killing their girlfriends and killing themselves because of that. Just that thought of I spent so much, I invested so much into this person,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, this is what I'm getting from this person.
And one thing we need to understand is this whole thing is not new. Okay?
Yeah.
These people back then used to do, the fathers and grandfathers used to do this. Okay? They work, they come back. The ladies are just home and then they provide. Okay? Which was a kinder allowance thing because then he comes back, all he gets is sex, food, and then he feels like he's entitled for these things because he pays, he comes, provide bread and
Yeah.
all these things. So this allowance thing is not something new, like you say. It's not something new. The term that people are now trying to put over it, which is
Yeah.
allowance, is the problem.
That is the thing. That is the thing. It makes it sounds more different, like from
Selling,
what people have
buying
been
thing.
doing. Yeah, it's more of selling because it's like, you know, if it's something okay, it's an allowance. As I said, like it sounds like it's a monthly thing, right?
Yeah, it's like you buy something on high purchase or you lay by something. So
Yeah.
you pay 1 month and then the next
So you
until
guys are in a relationship
something
on high
like
purchase.
that.
That's
You're saying relationships on high purchase.
Exactly.
When you're done paying,
Yeah, it
the
sounds
product
more.
goes-
Yeah, that is the best thing
And
about
then
it.
you lose your job or you cannot give that money anymore. Then it ends there.
And you never know like when this gonna end because like I think with high purchase, let's say when you're buying a car, then at least you have calculated that no, during this year I'll be finishing paying this. But for a
And
girl,
it
you
will
are
be
not
yours
certain.
for yes.
That is the
yours,
thing.
you are certain that it's gonna be
With your
yours.
relationship, it's not certain.
It's not, so please.
Yeah, don't try to give that too much because at the end of the days you will be disappointed. Yeah. But also like one thing, okay, I don't know what girls brings up the table, but I feel like it's not that much as guys offer.
Yo.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I disagree. Guys.
Hey,
I
why?
disagree. Let's not label ladies so bad. Look here, they
okay,
do
yeah.
bring a lot. Here's the thing. You do not hear men coming out and say, my lady is this good, this is what she brings to the table, and this is why I love her so much. Okay, but you hear ladies go out there and be like, my man is so good, he works, he does this, all this. Do you understand? Why does the man not come out and say this? He feels like it's a shame for you to admit that the lady does so much within the relationship. Okay, but then with the lady, she feels like it's the pride of her to have a husband that caring. But then I feel like these are just the things that we need to be doing when we're in the relationship. Okay, they bring so much to the table. Some guys gotta get the best advice from the girls. Okay, and we neglect that because we feel like, nah, the guy is the one paying everything.
Yeah, because it's like
Because
ideas is not
money
something
is
direct.
way
Because
more.
money weighs more. Some
Yeah.
people make decisions with these ladies on. Come on, guys.
On
Advice is one of the biggest things. Okay,
Yeah.
we take advice lightly. If I come to you and be like, I need advice on this, I might object to you that moment, but when I go home, I'm gonna think, no, this is what he was saying, and this is why it's important. Okay, so ladies do play a big role.
Although not direct, like to be
strongly
seen,
agree with that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think just good like to discuss about this because a lot of people. Let me not say a lot, but okay, at our age, some of us are already dating, or some of us are to date. No, like like it's just an example. Yeah, and is it fortunately or unfortunately like to be dating this time? I think it depends. Yeah, it depends on how.
Try things
the
out while
relationship-
it's early, man.
Yeah.
Try things out.
Like-
while
So
it's
better
early.
start early,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like so we
I don't
gain
think
the
there's
experience. And all
anything
that.
bad about that.
Ne?
Yeah, what could be so bad about that?
No, but they say like it has a lot of effects. Let's say now in a school
It
context and all
depends.
that.
No.
I feel like
Yeah.
it depends. A relationship, I don't think a relationship has got anything to do with
School.
Your
and-
academics.
you not performing well at
No
school
ways.
or whatever.
No.
Are you guys serious?
No ways,
Yeah.
guys. No ways.
How does my
Academics
relationship affect my
And
academics?
the relationship, those are two different
As
things.
long as I'm giving time to both, or I'm giving time to my education and
Those are
everything,
two
my
different things.
relationship
One
got
thing
nothing.
I always say is, if you know that a relationship gets into your head so quickly,
Yeah.
when it's exam time, give each other breaks.
Yes.
Let's not text
But
each other.
is that gonna be a real
Breaks.
break? I feel like by stop texting each other, then that's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna
because,
be a
they're gonna
problem.
missing
You
each
can't
other. You cannot
again.
even study.
No, but
Ah,
guys,
but
come
no.
on.
I don't
Relationship is never. To me, I
That's-
feel like it's never, will never be, and it's not supposed to be a problem towards your academics.
think.
Yeah.
Okay, if you know you cannot, then wait until you're done with your 15 years of school.
Yeah, but I don't think those people like can
Who
wait
is it?
because
16?
it is so. I mean, people want this. People are so curious
Yeah,
about
but
this.
the
and-
relationships and academics are two different things. So I don't
Yes.
think they affect each other that much.
It's not as if they clash.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay.
Unless you make it clash.
Okay.
Then they will.
But I honestly feel
Unless you're
like
banking your lessons for your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or you're not, I don't know, but it doesn't
Yeah,
really
and that person does not value you. How do you dodge a class for someone? You're supposed to tell them, no, I have a class, and they'll be like, okay, no, it's fine, we can meet after class. If after class is late, then
or weekend
tomorrow.
or something. I
do you
don't
understand?
yeah. No, okay, I understand, but also at this point whereby not really about dodging killers and all that. Let's say just thoughts itself, like thoughts.
know. Mhm.
I think that
So
disturbs.
are you gonna think about that guy or that girl the whole
Yeah, like
day?
sometimes you're trying to study, but
then you
all
forget
in
that
your
you have
mind
books
just.
Okay,
this
then
girl.
it
No,
maybe your
but
mind
no, I
maybe
feel like-
goes off for 1 minute and then you come back. You can't be gone for all day.
Yeah, but due to the fact that you are saying for 1 minute, but I think that's the thing. It's not something that can be directly managed like that. I feel like just more of
Wait,
it takes time.
guys, if you know you cannot, if you know you cannot
Yeah.
cope with it, then
Then
don't.
leave it.
Yes, please. If you cannot speak the English, don't speak it. If you
Leave it
cannot
as
the
long
date,
as you can.
Yeah.
yeah, if you cannot date and balance the academics, then don't. Wait until the 12 years that you're in high school, and then the 4, and then after that you can start now.
Yeah.
Hope it will not be late.
Now, so you guys, you're saying, like people should, let's say you should wait until you finish school, then that's when you
If
start
you're not
dating.
willing to
Oh, like,
accommodate
okay.
both
Yeah.
at the same time.
But I feel like I don't know, but I just feel like it's hard. isn't it?
If it's hard, then don't. If it's hard, then don't.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, I feel like it was nice just to have this chat because at this age, these are the things that we are facing, and obviously we cannot ignore them, but would rather, let's say, have discussion on them in the process, like we are all learning, right? So nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much. Until next.